go back.
LOL.
What's good? It's your girl cai.leretv and I'm back again with another drop. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How's y'all's weekend going? I know for me, it's been pretty chill. Been on nothing major. But I hope everybody's had a good week. I hope you guys have enjoyed your weekend. It is the last day before it is a brand new week, and you guys already should know what I like to say and how I feel about a brand new week. New week, new beginnings, new blessings, new goals, new opportunities, and new doors to walk into. Every day is a new chance to refresh yourself and start over, but definitely a brand new week is definitely a good day, good week, and good opportunity to just revamp, restart, reassess, and just go after what you need to go after, regroup, whatever you need to do in order to place yourself into positions in order to grow and benefit out of every situation that you are in. You feel me? So anyways, let's just go ahead and get into this video. Let's go ahead and get into what I am here for. I'll see you on the other side. All right, y'all, so today's topic, Sunday's topic, I'm currently in the works of trying to figure out what I want to call like this Sunday segment or whatever the case may be, because, and Thursday too, because if you don't follow me on Instagram, pause this video, go ahead and do that, because I'm starting a new series or segment or whatever you want to call it, called Wednesday's Word. And it's just basically every Wednesday I have a specific word that I picked or that I feel comes to mind, that's been in my spirit, that is led me to bring to you guys, and then I have a little message in regards to that word. So I kind of want to figure out, like, you know, Wednesday's word, WW. I'm trying to figure out something that's going to line up to Sunday, because everybody has Soul Sunday. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that. So if you have any suggestions, you already know what to do. Social media's on the screen, in the description. Slide on your girl and let me know what you think or what comes to mind. But today's topic is going to be identifying your purpose, identifying your gift. All right, we all have a gift that God has given us, and it's a gift and purpose. Basically, when I switch back and forth, it means the same thing. But we are all on this earth for a reason, for a purpose, and everything that we do, or our reasoning for why we are even here, it's not like God just put us on this earth to aimlessly be here. We all have a purpose and reason, and to contribute to this world and to each other. So everything that you're supposed to be doing is going to be for the beneficial factor of somebody else, or benefiting the improvement. I hate those cars who got like loud motors or whatever the case may be, and the car be looking real simp. Like, why do you have like the sound of a Charger but it's a Toyota? Make it make sense. Or it's like a buggy or something. Like, just get a car with the original sound. Like, I'm lost. Why are you doing the most with this damn buggy? I'm confused. Anyways, what I was saying was, we are all on this earth to better somebody else or improve the environment in which is around us. What we are capable of is not just for the beneficial factor of ourselves. You feel me? Like, if I'm good at math, why would I keep all of the things that I know to myself? If you're naturally good at math, God might be telling you, be a math teacher. Help all the students that you can help possible, that help them improve their mathematical skills. Why would you want to keep those skills to yourself and you be the only reason? First of all, God is a selfish God, but he made us in which we should do to serve him. So we are not the people who need to be selfish and keeping stuff to ourselves. Why would you want to be the only person on earth who knows how to solve a math problem? Wouldn't you want to be, instead of being known for the only person who knows how to solve that math problem, wouldn't you want to be known as the person who taught millions of people how to do that math problem? There's two different levels. I want to be known for helping somebody. I don't want to be known how to do this. Y'all already gonna know I know how to do this because I was capable of training a million people to do stuff that I came up with. I don't want to just do the stuff for myself. Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, at least to me it doesn't. And I don't think God put me on this earth in order for me to keep everything that I know to myself. Doesn't make any sense. If that was the case, I'd be the only person walking this earth. Plain and simple. So the first, and you guys might ask me, how do you identify your gift or your purpose? Because it's so easy to say, just figure out what you know, what you like, or figure out da. The first major step in order to fully understand and recognize what your purpose is you have got to find yourself. You have got to know yourself. You've got to understand who exactly you are individually, because it's the same thing as when you meet new people. You're gonna go through certain things, experience certain things, or want to ask questions or hang out with them in order to understand who they are as a person. You have got to do the same thing with yourselves. People always put themselves in different categories. It's like, or trying to make it seem like it's not the same thing, like you getting to know somebody else versus you getting to know yourself. It's not. The level of difficulty is really much not any different. It's hard to understand somebody else, and it's going to be hard to understand you, but over time you begin to see certain sides of them unfold, and it's the same thing with you. And if anything, why wouldn't you want to get to know yourself before you get to know somebody else? Because in retrospect, if you don't know you, you're not going to know you're not going to know who to surround yourself by. You're not going to know what boundaries you need to have, or what things you do and do not like, what things you won't and will not accept, if you don't know yourself. Once you begin to understand and know who you are, things will begin to change, and things will be more clear to you, more apparent, more obvious. It's not like it never existed. It's just you're finally seeing what it is. The people that you surrounding yourself with, the people that you thought were cool, will no longer be beneficial to you. And most of the time, they really weren't beneficial to you in the first place. You just didn't peep yet. Certain things you used to do will no longer grasp your attention. You will begin to exude a different energy that will attract different. You do different, you get different. It's same thing with anything else. That is where you will begin to start your journey on discovering who exactly you are. And that is where you will find your purpose. Once you find you will begin to find your purpose. So that is the very first step in order to understand, because it's not, and if most of the time your purpose has always been there. It's always been there. It's not like all of a sudden you just fell and realized, oh, now I peep. It's always been there. It's just that you've had so many distractions around you that got in the way of you recognizing what it is that you're supposed to do. Because backtrack to the math. Let's say, and I'm not even gonna hold you, most drug dealers, people like that, most hustlers, most scammers, they are very good at math, because in order to do that, you have to be good with numbers. You have got to be good with numbers and good, quick on your feet, and just good, with all of that in mind. So it's like, if somebody who's capable of doing all that math, capable of having that confidence and that mentality and be able to move around like that with a quickness, but their environment, of course, it's like, you don't want to be a drug dealer for the rest of your life. Well, I won't say, some people do, but I'm gonna just say you don't want to be a drug dealer for the rest of your life. But let's say you just not in the best environment. You're surrounded by people who are a product of the environment that they are in, and it's like, of course, you're not gonna see past your situation. So there's so much talent in the hood, in places that don't see the light of day. You feel me? So it's like, if I have that mindset where I'm constantly around people who don't have goals, constantly around people who think the biggest thing they can be is a drug dealer, and around just drugs, prostitutes, just the fast life, you feel me? And it's like, I'm not gonna see that my purpose, because it came so natural to me that I'm so good at math, I'm so good at numbers, that I could have easily trained a class on how to put numbers together, on how to be a broker, on how to get into stocks, on how to understand this mathematical equation. It's like, you've always been able to do it. It's just you have to. And let's say once you move out the hood, once I then went to the suburbs, and once I start surrounding myself around the people who live out there, I'm like, damn, I really was able to do this all along, but all I had to do was change the people around me and change my environment in order to peep. It's that simple. To be honest, it's really that simple. And once you drop all those distractions, and once you move around the environment in order that has kept your mind on lock and your abilities on lock, that is when God is like, all right, she's ready for this. All right, he's ready for this. Let's go. We finna take off. She finna peep. He's finna see what I made him or her to do and be. And I just watched I'm starting to watch, I've always liked Steve Harvey, but I just started watching his motivational clips. I like to watch one every morning before, at least one video before I leave the crib. And he said, your career is what you're paid for. Your purpose is what you're made for. Boy, took me clean out. I'm gonna repeat that for y'all. Your career is what you are paid for. Your purpose is what you are made for. Because there's so many people in there within their career and their business, and that is not what they want to do. But it's like, you're over here, let's say you're over here selling properties or whatnot. That's your career. You're a realtor. You're over here selling properties, showing people homes, you know, signing stuff off, signing leases off and stuff. But whole time, your purpose, you're supposed to be a teacher. You're supposed to be a second grade math teacher. Or let's say you're out here selling cars, or no, you're working at McDonald's and your whole purpose is you're supposed to be a singer. It's things like that. You have to get rid of your distractions, regardless of how drastic they may be. And God will put you in positions in order for you to see your purpose. Like situations where you'll lose your job, or you'll get fired, or you'll get kicked out of a certain situation, and you'll see, once you see your downfalls as situations that is going as enlightening situations versus just what the hell, why did I have to go through this, why me, why now, why that, why my job, I was making money, why did this happen to me, I don't understand, why do I keep going through this? Once you stop having those reactions to your to negative situations such like so, you will see like, okay, damn, I lost my job. Now, why? Or I lost my job and, ooh, matter of fact, hold on just a minute, because I wrote a poem about this, or I wrote a journal entry about this. Hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I'm gonna be reading off my laptop what I wrote. Mind you, this is why it's always crazy, because, well, this is why I always write down when I write certain stuff. Like, girl, what? This is why I always write the date and time of when I write stuff down, because once I come back to it later, or I think of something and remember I wrote about it, it's just like one of them like moments where like, wow, I really wrote that long ago, and now I'm actually needing it, or need to read it. You feel me? I wrote this August 31st of 2018. 2 years ago at 3:34 p.m. I also write the time. So it is called Purpose. There we go. So I'm gonna be reading on my laptop as if I'm looking down. God gave you the tools to build what needs to be built. God gave you the words to say what needed to be said. God gave you the position to do what needs to be done. God gave you the time to establish what needs to be presented and or created. For the times where you couldn't stop thinking, that was a sign telling you to get your words in order, because what you are bound to say is going to change many lives. For when the time came where you gained a platform to stand on, do not relish in the liberty of being on top. You have world revolving plans to make. For that time when you lost your job and spent countless hours at home wondering why, sit down, my child. What you were doing before was distracting you from your purpose, so he gave you more time to focus on it. So trace back when I said them times when let's say you lost your job and you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. You didn't even like that job, no way. Bruh, you didn't even like that job, no way. You was too good for that job. That job wasn't seeing you. That job wasn't about you. So it's like, you know what? You don't even like this job. So God said, all right, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move this job out your way. And though you might seem like, oh, I'm about to be down now. I ain't got no money. I'm not gonna be doing nothing. Da 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 da. It's like God is giving you time to sit at home so you can figure out what he really made you for, what he made you to do. He ain't tell you to go fix people's phones at T-Mobile for what, 40 hours a week. He ain't tell you to do that. So now you at the crib so you can figure out what he told you to do, what he made you to do. So what you gonna go out here and do for real? Cause change lives, change people, benefit people. When you benefit somebody else, it is also benefiting you. When you're just benefiting yourself, you're not growing, you're not progressing, and you're not inputting anything into anybody. We are here so we can pour into somebody else. Why would I pour into my own cup when I can pour into 30? Why would I pour into 1 cup when I can pour into 80? Come on, make it make sense. Vast in your gift, my fellow being. All of our gifts in which was bared within us is not meant to be kept to oneself. Woo! Boy! When I tell you a word, I tell you a word now. I'm trying to tell you. But I'm gonna end this video off with a metaphor, and a visual metaphor, so that you guys can understand what I'm saying. So, when you identify your gift and you're trying to understand what exactly is it, just think it's whatever comes natural. Whatever comes natural to you. Your purpose won't feel forced. Your purpose won't feel hard. Your purpose will flow. It will come easy, and it will bring you joy. Genuine joy. Your gift will make room for you. And that again traces back when God readjusts your vision, readjusts your position, so that you will be able to walk into it. Because you can't walk into, if your purpose is, or you're meant to be a millionaire and you still stuck at T-Mobile and you're still in the mindset of clocking in every day, ain't no millionaires clocking in. You feel me? Ain't no millionaire working at T-Mobile. So God's like, all right, I'm gonna make you lose that job, whether you want to quit it or not. I'm gonna make you, I'm gonna make that job get rid of you, so you're able to walk into better. But I'm gonna leave you guys off with visual metaphor of what I saw things to come into fruition. Think of it like this: when you leave your house or you leave wherever you coming from and you're leaving, almost all the time you have a destination. You have a place where you plan on going. Regardless whether you make pit stops in between that time, you still end up or plan on ending up at a certain destination. All right, this is a representation of when you have found yourself. Yes, you might hit some bumps in the road, or yes, you might run into some pit stops, right? That may deter you off of your journey. However, because you know yourself to a T, you know yourself so well, you will end up at your destination regardless of how long it took you. Regardless if you planned on that trip to only be 20 minutes and it took an hour, you know that you're gonna get there. It's like, dang, I forgot I ain't got no bread at the store. So, I ain't got no bread at the crib. So I gotta stop at the grocery store. Even though I didn't plan on doing this, I still gotta do it in order for me to get there. So even though I thought it was gonna take me 20 minutes to get where I need to go, it might take me 45 now. But I just know I'm still gonna get there. That at the end of the day. Now flip the script. When you haven't found yourself, you got distractions all over the place, you have no idea where you're headed. It's the same thing now when you leave the crib. You don't know where you're going, you don't have a specific destination, and you just get in the car and you start driving. Now because you don't have a specific destination or location in mind, now you're just aimlessly driving. You're just driving around, don't know where you're going, don't know where you're headed, hoping that you land or run into something familiar or something, or a place that catches your attention. That's when you start running into dead ends. That's when you start running into neighborhoods with cul-de-sacs. Now you're driving in circles. That's a clear representation of when you don't know what is going on in your life. You need to stop playing passenger seat in your own vehicle. Stop having your car on cruise control. That driving, you aimlessly driving, is a direct reflection of what exactly you are doing in your own life. Aimlessly living. Aimlessly just doing whatever the case may be. Aimlessly just existing. And I'm gonna just leave y'all on that. So basically, ultimately is what I'm saying is, find your purpose. We all have one. We all are here on this earth for a reason, to benefit something or someone else, the improvement or beneficiary factor of somebody else outside of just us. Okay? And in order to do that, start with finding yourself, and I guarantee you things will start to become more clear. And I also will say, when things start to become more clear, do not deny the things that need to go. I'm gonna say that again. When things become more clear, do not deny the things that got to go. Because where you are headed, you cannot bring the same thing that was keeping you where you was at in the first place. If somebody always has a negative mindset, and you had a negative mindset, but now you chose to take that step to build yourself, improve yourself, and get out of that mind space, and now that you have such a positive way of thinking, you start realizing how negative you used to be, and now you see all those negative people you used to hang around. It's like they can't come where you trying to go unless they change what they got going on. And even sometimes when other people change, they're not headed in the direction you going. Just because we was like this, we was going in this direction, we was headed here, I changed my focus, this is what it is, and this person didn't. Or it could easily be we both changed our focus, but it's like that. You just got to, whoever comes with you will be natural. Do not deny the process. And if it's a force, it ain't with it. If it's a force, it's not supposed to happen. Life is natural. Life is natural. Let stuff naturally fall into place, okay? But I hope you guys like that. I wanted to keep it short, but I was being told to just talk, and that's what I do best. You feel me? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe before you head out. Make sure you watch all my previous videos as well. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, social media. Everything will be on the screen in the description below. I'm starting to post more on my Instagram, so definitely follow me on that. I do post on Snapchat. You can definitely follow me on there. Twitter, not so much. I'm trying to get back, but it is what it is. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I always like to say, I am always open and available for video suggestions. If you just want advice, hit me up on my socials or in my email that I'll also keep in the description below. If you're on a business inquiry and you're on that tip, email me as well in the description. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Hope you guys walk into this week with positive minds, positive intentions. So speak everything positive into existence, but also remember it works the same way when it comes to negative stuff. So you determine how your week go, then that's period. So yep, and how I like to always say before I end my videos, always be you, no matter what people say or do. I'm out.
Bruh.